Welcome to Raaonline. I am Dr. Rajapriya, Professor of Anatomy. Today we are going to deal about anatomy of large intestine. At the end of this session, the learner must be able to describe large intestine under following headings: anatomical position, external features and internal features, peritoneal relations, blood supply, nerve supply, lymphatic drainage and applied aspects. Formative assessment questions, please note it down. Name the parts of large intestine. What is McBurney's point? Name the organs in our body whose width is more than the length. Enumerate the positions of appendix. What is marginal artery of Drummond? Coming to the functions of large intestine, water is absorbed from indigestible residues of liquid chyme which is present in large intestine. As this liquid chyme moves towards the descending colon, most of the water and solutes are being absorbed and semi-solid stool is being formed in the descending part of the large intestine and it is temporarily stored until defecation occurs. What are the parts of large intestine? The large intestine begins from cecum and ends at the anal canal. In between we have some parts. They are cecum, appendix, ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, rectum and anal canal. These are the parts of large intestine. Coming to the characteristics of large intestine. The large intestine has certain characteristics like appendices epiploicae, hostrations, tinea coli, and except transverse and sigmoid colon, rest of the colon is fixed. I'll tell you what are appendices epiploicae. Appendices epiploicae are nothing but some peritoneal bags filled with fat attached to large intestine. Here these are the small projections. Yellow fat filled projections are called as appendices epiploicae. They are present only in large intestine and they are not present in small intestine. It is a characteristic feature of the large intestine. It is nothing but the peritoneal folds filled with fat. And coming to hostrations, you can see the hostrations here. One sac is there, followed by another sac, followed by another sac, and in between the two sacs there is a constriction. In between the two sacs there is constriction. Why is it due to? This is due to the presence of longitudinal muscle coat. Usually in GIT we will have 4 layers from inside to outside. They are mucosa, submucosa, circular layer and longitudinal layer and the serosa. Out of this, in large intestine alone, the longitudinal muscle coat is smaller when compared to the circular muscle coat. The circular muscle coat is longer compared to the longitudinal muscle coat, which leads to these hostrations. Coming to tinea coli. What is meant by tinea? Tinea means ribbon-like structure. Ribbon. It is nothing but the longitudinal muscle coat which is present here is attached in the form of a ribbon over the colon. This is called as tinea coli. And next feature is the presence of mesocolon. Transverse mesocolon is present over the transverse colon. Here it will be present and sigmoid mesocolon will be present over the sigmoid colon. Ascending colon, this is ascending colon and this is descending colon and this is cecum where there is no peritoneum, hence it is fixed. This is called as fixed ascending and descending colon, and the transverse colon and sigmoid colon alone is mobile because of the presence of peritoneum. Coming to this picture again. See, this is a picture showing the large intestine where there is a longitudinal muscle coat which is nothing but the tinea coli, and in between the hostrations there are semilunar fold. In between the hostrations. These are the characteristics of large intestine. Coming to tinea coli. What is tinea coli? We already said it is nothing but the longitudinal muscle layer of large intestine. Now there are 3 different longitudinal muscle coats. They are named as tinea mesocolica, tinea umentalis and tinea libera. What is meant by mesocolica? It is that part of the longitudinal coat where the mesocolon will be attached. This is the transverse colon and this is the sigmoid colon. Here the mesocolon is attached. As the mesocolon comes and gets attached, this region will have the mesocolica. This region will have the tinea mesocolica. What is tinea ommentalis? Tinea ommentalis is that part of the large intestine where the appendices epiploicae comes and gets attached. That region is called as tinea ommentalis. Since this appendices epiploicae resembles that of omentum and the great omentum also comes and gets attached to this tinea ommentalis, it is named as, this longitudinal layer is named as tinea ommentalis. Then libera. What is tinea libera? Libera means free. That part of the longitudinal muscle cord where there is no mesocolon or no omentum attachment, that is called as tinea libera. So these are the three different longitudinal muscle cords which are present in the large intestine. This is the picture to show you the presence of peritoneum. Normally in fetus, as the colon develops, all the parts of large intestine are intraperitoneal. Okay. Then as a baby grows, ascending colon, this is ascending colon and this is descending colon. Ascending colon, descending colon, and this is cecum. All this region will have peritoneum and all these parts will be mobile during the fetal period or the embryological development. But later on what happens, during fixation and rotation of the gut, fixation of some parts of the large intestine occurs. Out of this ascending colon, descending colon and cecum, rectum and anal canal become fixed. Whereas the transverse colon, this is the transverse colon and this is a sigmoid colon, is highly mobile because of the presence of peritoneum. This is called as transverse mesocolon and this is called as sigmoid mesocolon. And hence the transverse colon and sigmoid colon is mobile. All the other structures are immobile and it is fixed and they are called as secondary retroperitoneal organs. Only the anterior aspect of ascending colon and anterior aspect of descending colon and anterior aspect of rectum and cecum will be covered by peritoneum but not the posterior aspects.